Hello, good morning, and welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm actually starting today's vlog on a Sunday. It is exactly 7 o'clock in the morning, which for me is very odd. Woke up at 6:15. Never usually up this early, and usually I would have rolled over and gone back to sleep. However, I'm driving back to York today, and I thought to myself, well, I can go back to sleep now and wake up at 10 and watch Carla and Lex's live stream. Then by the time that's happened, it'll be getting towards 12, and then I've got to drive back home and it'll be like 2 o'clock. Whereas if I get up now, get ready, get home, be home for 9, half 9, and then I can watch the live stream at home from the comfort of my own home. So that's what I've chosen to do. So I'm just sat here. I've just finished my morning cup of tea, my blue polka dot Cath Kidston mug. I'm just watching some Caroline Mrs. M, her weekly vlog. And I think I'm going to save the rest for later and go and get my car loaded up. I am very aware of the amount of stuff I have in this house and how many car loads it would take to get it all back to York. So today is the first time, or the first trip, in which I'm starting to take some stuff back with me. Nothing major, just things like I had a spare duvet for guests, some big blankets, a coffee machine I don't use anymore, just bits that I really don't need, and that are actually quite bulky, so they save a lot of room in the car. There's also a really thick mattress topper that I'm going to give to my sister, because she's going to put that on the spare bed in her new house. So that's good, because I really didn't know what to do with that, because I just don't need it. My mattress here is really good quality, so I was lucky that I didn't need to use it, whereas in my house last year in Halls, my mattress was crap. So that's why I had it. And my mattress at home is one of those extra deep ones, so I have to buy specialist sheets to fit it. So there's absolutely no way in hell's chance that I could get a mattress topper on there, because the extra deep sheets only just fit it as it is. I always think the seam's going to split when I'm trying to get them on. So yes, that's a nice use for that. And she said she'd give me some money for it as well, because it is a good quality one. I got it from TK Maxx, and the RRP was like £150. I'm pretty sure I paid about 60 quid for it, which is still a decent amount of money. But it's a really good quality one. It's about 5 inches thick and it's duck feathering down. So it's nice that she'll be able to make good use of that. And in return, I get a bit of money, which is nice. So I will probably next pick you up when I am back in York. Hello! Hello!
What time is it?
About just before 8. So as you can see, I am home now. It is 10 to 10, and we are going to go to the supermarket and then to a garden centre to start looking at some shrubs for the garden. My grandparents have just popped round actually, so that was nice because I haven't seen them since Easter, so it was nice to see them. They are big gardeners. That was their business, not gardening but growing plants. They had a plant nursery, so they're helping us to choose what will work well in the garden, which is nice. I've also been sorting out with them for them to come and stay in Liverpool for a few days when I graduate, so that I can show them around, because I've been wanting to do that for ages, and we were going to do it last summer but COVID meant that we couldn't. But yeah, that's the plan for now, and then no doubt at some point this afternoon I'll go and see my nan. So now at the supermarket, sat in the Aldi car park. Wait, can you see it behind me? There we go. Mum and Dad are in there. It's 11:30 on a Sunday morning. Was I going to go in? No, I wasn't. Though that's actual hell. So I'm just here in the car, listening to the radio. In fact, let me turn that down because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Even though I don't make money off YouTube, still don't want a copyright strike. So I'm just sat here, listening to some songs in the car on my own. there's a home base here, so I might go for a wander around to occupy myself, because no doubt they'll be in there forever, because they won't be able to get to any of the shelves because it's absolutely rammed. But yeah, just having a nice old time on my own in the car, waiting for them. Feels like being a child again. Never come out with my parents in the car. I'm actually annoyed, and maybe I shouldn't be annoyed because I know it is just a thing, but it's 12 o'clock and I've got the radio on. I know the 12 o'clock news is on every channel, but every single radio station is talking about this new bloody variant of COVID, and I don't want to hear about it. I'm sick of it. Like, I know it's more spreadable, I know that there's more cases of it, but honestly, you don't have to tell me 10,000 times. I just want to listen to some nice music. So I just had to turn the radio off altogether because I ain't listening to it. Oh, someone just pulled up next to me, so I'm going to stop talking because I look like an idiot. But yes, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Hello on Monday. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm filming for the first time today because I haven't done anything. I've just been relaxing at home. I've done some work on an extension that a friend's parents are looking to do. So I've done a drawing for that, but that's been it. So there's been nothing to show you. But I'm just going around to my nan's to water her plants because it's not too hot outside, so I can do it during the day. We usually leave it until evening. And after power washing the other week, I'm going to put some wet and forget on top of the slabs now because there's some black spots and a few bits that the power washer didn't fetch off, and that will get off. So got a few jobs to do around there, so that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon.
Goodbye. Not much of that. Sit. Oh, sorry. You can get crumbs now. I don't think there's any need to water them plants, do you?
What are you doing? What are you stood there for? Good evening on Monday. In fact, it's actually 10 to 1 in the morning, so it's good morning on Tuesday. I haven't really been on much today. It's difficult because Monday is my mum's day off, and she knows I do YouTube, but she's not bothered about it, and I don't want to just whip my phone out in front of her and start filming. I'd feel very awkward doing that. But the other day, when we were at Aldi on Sunday, my dad picked up some solar powered lights to go around the summer house, and he's put them up. And so I just thought I'd quickly take you out and show you what they look like in the pitch black of night, because I'm relatively impressed. So I know you can't see the actual building, but you can see the edge of it because the lights are going round the top of it. And then in the ground here, there's a few stake lights, and they're all just purely solar powered. I'm quite impressed with how much light they give off. And then inside the canopy, which I'm walking into now, you can't tell, on the edge of the wood are these B-shaped little fairy lights, which are quite cute. And they give out a nice glow with the stripes from the cage of their bodies. Just quickly put the outside light on to show you. So we actually need to exchange these because only 3 of them are lighting up, the 4th one isn't, the stake lights. And then these lights just run underneath the guttering. And then on the inside of the canopy are the little bees. But for what they cost, I don't know exactly how much, but they were very inexpensive. Really happy with them. I mean, the total bill was £140, but that's a weekly food shop for a family of 4 and all the lights. So I really don't think that's too bad. Just as I was saying that, I actually found a receipt because Mum and Dad left it in the kitchen, and looking at it, the stake lights were £14 for a set of 4. And both sets of lights were £6.99 each. So the little B-shaped ones are £6.99, and then the whole set that runs, and it's all one set of light that runs all the way down the side of the summer house, which is 8 meters, and then across the end, which is 2.5 meters. That's 10.5 meters of lights for £7. Solar powered, so there's no batteries to change. It's not costing us any money in electric. I think that's really good value for money. But yeah, head to Aldi if you'd like some nice solar lights for your garden at a very reasonable price. I remembered something else that I wanted to tell you. Something a little bit poignant happened today. My granddad came round because he needed to take our set of keys for him and my grandma's house. Long story, but he just needed to borrow them. And as I was going through where we keep all our keys, I came across this set here. And it says on it, Nana and Grandpa. Now, this is the set of keys from my great-grandparents, my grandma's parents' bungalow, which subsequently my grandma and granddad moved into when my great-grandparents went into a home, and we don't have either of them anymore. I had my great-grandma till I was 13. I think my great-granddad died when I was about 9, something like that. So I was lucky to have them for a lot of my childhood. Anyway, that bungalow no longer exists because about 4 years ago, my grandparents sold up, and the bungalow had a couple of acres of land behind it where they had their old business. It was a plant nursery, so flowers, salad, vegetables, etc. And as their retirement, it got sold to a developer and now has houses on it. And so the bungalow was demolished in order to make way for the road into the development. And so these keys are the only reminder we have left of that, besides the house number, the plaque. As they were about to demolish the bungalow, the developers had bought it. It didn't belong to my grandma and granddad anymore. My grandma snuck down in the middle of the night and unscrewed the house sign from the outside of the bungalow, which is lovely actually. It's a piece of slate with the number engraved into it, and stole it, and no one ever knew. It didn't matter because it was getting demolished, but it was quite funny. So that and this set of keys are the only reminders of that bungalow. And another fun fact is that that bungalow was built by my great-granddad, and my dad helped him. And so the only people that ever had any memories in that house were members of my family across the 4 generations that got to see it. And that's quite nice, really, to think that that place was ours and we had all the memories there, and it was built by us and more or less destroyed by us as well. I don't know, it's a funny old one, but yeah, it just kind of brought back a lot of memories because I spent a lot of my childhood down there. But yeah, it was just a funny thing. The house that my grandparents used to live in before they moved into the bungalow is next door to that. It's a big guest house, which is actually on the market at the moment. So they bought the guest house with land, and in the rear of the guest house was a barn that they converted, and they lived in the barn with my dad lived in the barn. It was a house, like I say, they converted it with his siblings and my grandparents, and they used the bedrooms in the guest house as guest bedrooms. And then my great-grandparents built their bungalow next to it, and so that was their little setup. And then eventually my grandparents sold the barn and moved into the guest house and stopped running it as a guest house and just had it as a private family home. And then I think it was 2003 they moved out of the guest house into the bungalow when my great-grandparents went into the home and sold the guest house. And eventually 2017 or 2018 they sold the bungalow and the land and bought the house they live in now. So yeah, there's a lot of moving and chopping and changing, but there you go. You might find that interesting, you might not, but it was a throwback, put it that way. Sorry for rambling on there, but I'm now going to sit with an ice lolly, Fruit Pastels ice lolly, and I am watching Just Kate's weekly vlog. And seems to be a recurring theme that Nesca wants to lie down and not move. But Charlie is trying to sleep next to me and has managed to not take any notice of Nesca. Otherwise, he'd be jumping up at that cabinet trying to get her through the TV. Good morning on Tuesday, although I've already said that to you. Good morning with sunshine on Tuesday. I've just been to the station to drop off my granddad. He is going off to the Lake District with his best mate all the way back from school to go walking, bless them. My granddad's 81, still fit and healthy. So I've dropped him off at the station in our local town. His friend's meeting in Leeds because my granddad is from Leeds, as is my grandma. That whole side of the family moved over here when my dad was born. And then they're getting to the train. The train carries on to Manchester from which they're changing to a train that will take them up to Windermere. And then they're walking from a train station, I think, did he say it was 6 miles, to the YHA that they're going to be spending the night in. So yeah, happy that he's able to go off and see his friends again. It's not just us young ones that have been cooped up during COVID. So I'm just about to give the dog his morning feed, lamb with carrots. I'm going to have a cup of tea, and then the plan is, sorry if you can hear him trotting backwards and forwards behind me. Then the plan is go into my local town, go around some charity shops. I've got some bits that I want to donate, and then I'm going to go up to my sister's house. She's left me a key so that I can have a look at what's changed since I was last there. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So I am now at my sister's house. This is the living room. I'll quickly show you. So there's a big corner sofa over there. Then the chimney breast here, the TV's been taken down and the fireplace has been moved out because they had the cables chased in for the TV, so it needs painting, but that will be put back across and that TV belongs up there. A nice scrunchy rug, fluffy rug, my feet really sink into that. Big mirror, that's to go on one of the walls. Nice lamps. And then over there's a smaller sofa and a big bay window. I really like the doors in her house. These are the doors downstairs. I like white wooden ones with the glass panels, and I like the way it's broken up with the horizontal bars. And then that is everything I bought from the charity shops, which will have been in a separate charity shop haul that you should have already seen by now. And then through here is the kitchen and dining area and conservatory. Now the plan is that pillar's coming out, those doors are coming out, that conservatory's coming down, and it'll be pushed out to where you can see the end of the decking through that door there. So, and there'll be a wall across here in line with this. So that will become a little utility area. There'll still be some cupboards there. There'll still be an island there, but it'll be pushed that way because that wall will be out. There'll be units all along this wall here. That radiator will be moved. That chimney breast is completely fake, so it's coming out. So there'll be a dining table in this area. And then the new bit, which will be all out there, will be like a sitting area. And back through the hallway, that's where you go into the lounge. There's a little toilet. And then the stairs. They want to get rid of this balustrade because it looks like a poles in a strip club. If we go right, there is a linen cupboard and the fourth bedroom, which is my sister's dressing room. This needs redecorating, but it's had the carpet put down. And she got this IKEA dressing table for 20 quid off Facebook Marketplace. What a bargain. This is not staying like that, that's going to redecorate, but it's actually quite a cool effect. And then bathroom. It's not to my sister's taste, the actual bathroom itself, but it's quite new, so she's not going to change it. Nice shower. Yeah. And then this is the guest bedroom, which has just been replastered, apart from this wall, because it needs a new window. So that's the guest bedroom. Again, strip dancing poles, they're going. Another laundry cupboard there, linen cupboard. And the third bedroom is a very weird shape, and it's currently the storeroom. She'll hate, if she knows that I've shown you this, she'd kill me. But this is the third bedroom. It's a very strange shape. It's a proper L shape. See, but at the moment it's just a storeroom for all the muck. It's the only room that's not been recarpeted, and it will be done at some point, but there's no point while it's just being used as a storeroom. And then finally is my sister's master bedroom, which is carpeted and painted in Egyptian cotton by Dulux. And she's got some furniture in here, just waiting for the bed to be delivered before they move in. They'll have wardrobes going across that wall there. Probably an IKEA pack system. And then they have a little ensuite as well, which is nice. So there you go, quick tour of my sister's house. She's so happy with it, and I'm so happy for her. And this time next month, she'll probably be living here properly and not living with us at home anymore. But I am going to film this charity shop haul and go and find something to eat because it's 12:30 already and I'm very hungry. Charlie, is it not a bit too hot down there? Do you think that's a sensible idea? Because I don't think I do. Good morning on Wednesday. I'm just sat out underneath the canopy and I'm sat watching the dog go around the garden and listening to the birds, and it's lovely. It's very late morning, it's almost midday, and I need to start packing up my stuff and head back to Liverpool this afternoon. So nothing too interesting planned, but I'll show you if anything happens. Hello, I am back in Liverpool now, as you can tell from the room. Excuse my shoulders. It is so hot in here. The only downside to an attic bedroom is fully insulated, I've been assured. But still, the heat just rises and sticks in this room. So I'm boiling. Anyway, I hate living between two places because it's just always a mess. My bedroom at home's a mess, this bedroom's a mess, and I tidy it, but then I have to unravel it all to pack again to go somewhere else. So I've just come to the conclusion that it's like firefighting and that I will not let it get completely out of hand, but I'm not going to get upset over having a messy bedroom. Over there is not so bad, that's just some loungewear, sandals and shorts, summer duvet that I need to change, fan that I brought back, those two are a must have for this room. Need to hang my suit back up because I took my graduation suit home to show my family. Rucksack there has all my electronics in it, needs emptying. That's all the stuff I bought from the charity shop, needs emptying. That's some clean washing that needs to be put away. That stuff's all fallen off that table. More clean washing that needs to go away. New clothes that are still there from when I did that bloody try-on haul. How long ago was that? And then this here is my box of stock for eBay. And I think I'm going to have to get a second one now because at the moment it's sort of 3/4 full. It does pack down nicely, but it's certainly not got enough space in it to fit all that lot in. Oh, I want to show you as well, when I went to my nan's, she gave me this Jaeger leather like wash bag to sell, which I can put on my personal account because I've not bought that, and a Radley handbag that she has only used a couple of times but doesn't use anymore, which is very nice. It's got its own dust bag. It's a very structured bag, bit like one you'd see the Queen with, funnily enough. She's very patriotic, so it does make me wonder if that's why she bought it. Although, I don't think I've ever seen the Queen with a brown handbag. Anyway, so those are two more things that I can sell, which is lovely. And she tried on the jumpers that were in the haul, and they were far too big for her. So I might just redonate them because I might try listing them, but they don't have any labels in them whatsoever. So I'm not sure. And in other news, I thought my bonsai was dead when I left, but the leaves are really starting to come back out on it. It still looks like it's rotting here, so I'm not entirely sure. However, there are new leaves, so I'm just kind of going to leave it to do its thing. The soil's still quite damp, so I'll probably leave that to dry out more before I give it any more water, but I'm happy with that. So it's now 6:30 and I've got changed into these ecru dungarees from Liquor and Poker with a black t-shirt underneath and my retro Nike court trainers. It's the first time I've worn these dungarees and I'm really happy with how they fit. So I am going to meet my friends Jordan and Regan. We're going to go out for some food. Not sure where yet, but it'll be nice to see them. Good morning on Thursday. I've got on the mushroom shirt that I got from ASOS with a pink t-shirt, my necklace and signet ring as usual, and my cargo trousers, and I'm going to put on my Nike shoes back on because today I am going to the beach. I'm seeing my friend Sam, who I haven't seen in about 6 weeks because we've both been so busy, so I'm really looking forward to it. So we're going over to the Wirral, we're going to West Kirby, we're going to have a day on the beach, and we've booked a really nice tapas restaurant, so I am looking forward to that. Can you stop posing? Good evening on Thursday. As you can see, I am now in bed. Sorry for the lack of footage from today. It's just been that long since me and Sam had seen each other that we were catching up, and I just forgot to film, so the footage you've seen is just what I kind of took for Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll already have seen it. So I am sorry for that, but it was so nice to see him. It's been about 6 weeks. So we just spent the whole day catching up. We had the most divine tapas meal. We had pork meatballs, pork belly, chicken, what was it, buttermilk chicken, patatas bravas, and bread with whipped garlic butter. And it was delightful. It was very, very nice indeed. And it wasn't too expensive either. I think for all that, I had a small glass of white Rioja, and Sam had a beer and some water for the table, and it came to £36 for the two of us. And it was a really nice restaurant with really nice food, really well cooked, really tasty. Can't hype it up enough. I've forgotten what the exact name of it's called, but if you put in Tapas West Kirby, if you're around the Wirral, or northwest England, I would highly recommend it. Reasonably priced and amazing food, and really nice atmosphere in there. We had a seat right by the window, which was nice. But I'm absolutely pooped. It's about 11 o'clock, and I'm going to get a good night's sleep. So I will speak to you tomorrow. Good morning on Friday. It's about 10 o'clock, and I've just woken up. I had a very good night's sleep. I really needed it. So I'm just sat in bed with a latte. Apologies, I've been showing my shoulders rather a lot, haven't I, in the past few days? And I'm watching Kerry Whelpdale's house renovation updates. If you don't know who she is, she's a mum of two, and they've bought a bungalow in Brighton that they are extending and renovating, and it looks like it's going to be really nice. So if that's your kind of thing, then go ahead and check her out. But yeah, I'm gonna sit in bed and watch this and have a coffee. I don't really have any set plans for today. I want to try and sort my room out a bit. It doesn't need to be perfect, but there's just quite a lot of clothes that need putting away. And if possible, I would quite like to make a start on listing the stuff I got for eBay. I'd also like to watch the final of the Great British Sewing Bee, so we'll see what happens, but I'll take you along with me. So it's a bit later on now. I haven't done a right lot, but I have started some work for my sister because they're having to go in for full planning for their extension, so I'm starting to put the application together for them. And I've also booked the photographer for my graduation. Blooming expensive, 60 quid. But I guess it's only a one-time thing, and once it's done, and I won't be able to change it, so I think it'll be worth it. And I've also just booked a restaurant for after my graduation, because my graduation ceremony is in the afternoon, mid-afternoon, so I've booked a table at the Carriage Works, which is the restaurant to the Hope Street Hotel in Liverpool. Very nice restaurant. So yeah, I've got a booking for there, so I'm looking forward to that. Now I am actually going to start sorting my crap out in this room because it's bugging me. So I've just been sorting out my stock. I don't know why I put it in brackets because it is stock. And what I've done is, I'll quickly show you. So I've got a 64-litre really useful box which has all my listed stock in. And I've got this other box that has all my unlisted stock in, which everything I bought over the weekend more or less fills. I've also got a few bits here that haven't been listed, and here that jacket's part of that lot. So as I get stuff listed, I'll move it over to this box. The Columbia jacket's quite bulky, so I'm just going to hang it up with my other jackets over in the corner of my room over there. But I've noticed it could do with a wash. There's a couple of marks on it that I'm pretty sure the washing machine will get out. So yeah, I need to start listing some of this so I can clear some space to fill everything in it and slowly transfer it across to there. And then hopefully the plan is that both these boxes will be fully listed stock. And then I probably won't buy in such quantities as I did at the weekend, so that it'll just slowly trickle in. Is the plan. But this stuff is all mine, so I'm keeping it separate because I can list that on a personal account because I haven't bought that to resell. And I had this top in a pile, but I've noticed it's got a stain on it, and I'm going to try washing it out, but I don't think it will, so I'll just donate it to charity, and they'll either send it to the ragman or still sell it. So yeah, that's the plan. But I'm going out to my friend's bar later, and to this new pizza restaurant that's opened up. So I've already got changed. I've got on this North Face t-shirt, which I got, you'll have seen it in my designer clearance haul. It's the first time I've worn it. It's got a really nice print on the back. I think, oh, can you see that? And then I've just got on my cargo trousers once again. At the moment I've got my sliders on, but I will probably put on my new Converse that I got the other week. But yeah, still got all my own clothes to sort out. That's a basket full to the brim of clean washing. Desk got messy again from parcels that have arrived. That's my summer duvet that I need to change over and then vacuum pack my winter duvet. And then that is just full of cables down there, which is going to stay like that because I use them all on a daily basis, and it looks like a mess, but I don't really have the facilities to make it look any better without just stopping using my laptop, which isn't an option. So yes, but I'm happy with this system. This makes me happy. So it's about 5 o'clock, I'm going out now. I've just put on this cream jacket, which is by Farrow Vintage. And I got it from the Martin House Hospice charity shop that I got a lot of the clothes from at the weekend. Last year, for £1, and it's a really nice, soft, almost feels a bit like suede to the touch, but it doesn't have any sort of pile to it, it's just a soft cotton. And then I did put on my new Converse. So yes, I will see if I get any footage while I'm out tonight. Good afternoon on Sunday. I didn't film anything yesterday. I didn't leave the house yesterday. I had quite a productive day though. I successfully submitted my sister's planning application to the council, so that's done now. I also listed about 10 items on eBay. I basically said to myself, try and get listed the stuff that you had lying around before you went out and bought stuff from the charity shop, so I did. So yeah, there wasn't really anything to film yesterday, but I'm glad I got some stuff done and was productive. Sorted my room out a little bit more, but it's still a bit of a mess. So I'm just kind of keeping on top of it. But what I wanted to show you was, I watched the Great British Sewing Bee, I caught up on the Great British Sewing Bee, and the last episode that I seen was 1940s week, and they did the Oxford bag trousers, and so I ordered myself a pair from ASOS because I loved them. They are high-waisted, so my hip bone is here, so they sit just above my hip rather than on my hip like my jeans usually do. They are a very loose fit, and they have the pleats going in here, so it bags out at the front, so they're very loose. Excuse the sliders, I obviously won't be wearing them with these, but I love them. They look like a wool material, but they're not. They're a mixture of cotton and polyester, but they feel like wool. They are so soft. They're lovely, I really like them, and it's good because the one thing I don't like about jeans and trousers usually is that because it cuts in there, the smaller, I know I'm not fat, but the amount of fat that I do have bulges over the side, and I don't like that, whereas here, because it's sat above my hips, there's no bulge, it's just flat. And then quite nice on my bum as well, so I'm happy with that. And these were in the clearance sale. As usual, do I ever buy anything full price? No, I do not. Well, very rarely. They were £28, but they are really great quality. I can tell that they are just from putting them on for the first time. So I am very happy with those. I forgot to add, last night we found the key to the basement. So the entire time we've lived in this house, we knew there was a basement. Like, it's obvious there's a door there, but it's padlocked. And the landlord said, oh, sorry, you don't have access because it's just where I keep my stuff down there, my own personal stuff. And we're like, right, okay. But ages ago, he was like, I can't find a key to the basement. And I was like, well, I have no idea, sorry. And he was like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, he was like, if you've been down there, it really doesn't matter. And I was like, no, genuinely haven't found any key. And then yesterday, I went to get something off my trolley. I have like a trolley with different tiers and I keep like vegetables and canned goods and whatnot on because there's not enough cupboard space. And I pulled out a packet and his key fell on the floor. So the key must have dropped into my trolley at some point. And I said to Jane, my housemate, well, you know, if he said before it doesn't matter if we have been in there, then surely it's okay if we go over nosy. And it's quite creepy. It is quite creepy. That could be something like in Happy Valley, you know, where she's tied up in the basement. It could be like that, that basement. I'll show you it. I've got some footage. But it's weird because all the walls and ceilings covered in newspaper, like just newspaper stuck all over it. I don't know why. I know at one point that they used it as a bunker to keep all their soil in, the tenants, years ago, because this was a grow house. I think I've already mentioned that. About 10 years ago, the tenants turned it into a grow house and grew weed in it. But yeah, I will insert that footage here. Anyway, I've also come on to end the vlog because I've just imported all the footage. It's about 45 minutes worth. And all I'm going to be doing today, I think, is some more listing and general life admin. It'll be a nice week next week because me and my friends are going camping in the Peak District. There are 9 of us going this time because it's outdoors, so it's allowed. And we've booked a little campsite in the Hope Valley. It's the perfect location because we've got a couple of friends joining us midway through, and there's a little train station 5-minute walk away, but yeah, it's still out in the middle of nowhere. It's not like it's in a town or anything. It's just worked out perfectly. There's a pub a 2-minute walk away. There's a little, well, I think it's a little town about a half-hour walk away, like a mile and a half. Or in the other direction, there is a village that has a shop, and that's about a 20-minute walk. So it's perfectly located that even though we do have the cars, we won't need to use them. So I'm really looking forward to that. So there'll be some nice footage from that. We're going on Tuesday and we come back on Friday. And then on the Saturday, it's my friend Liv's 21st birthday party, joint with her other friend, who is also called Liv, so they're calling it Liv Fest. Because Liv's birthday is not until, is it the 12th of July? I'm sorry, Liv, I'm really sorry, I'm terrible. But they're having it at the end of June whilst they've still got their house in Liverpool. So that'll be fun as well. So yes, look out for next week's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new and you enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe. And for everyone, if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I really enjoyed the interaction. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Take care and have a nice week.